Mars Hill roads.
Would have to be a semi coming. Watch out. Crack. Not bad for not being on it in a while. I just don't want to see you fall.
I won't fall. My feet will fail before I fall.
Oh no, this is great. That bad, it's like Evil Knievel.
Hey, I'm the silver lady. I'm pretty unpredictable.
You want to bow down now? I didn't do anything wrong.
Happy International Canada Day, Indianapolis!
Doing a love story on Jesus.
Fundraise year round.
You took a picture of me, but you won't give me $1. The drummer, he's pretty good.
Here we are. We're at the Mars Hill. I feel this is a smoking bridge back in the day.
What got you into politics in the first place? What?
This place. I mean, you know, we were trying to do the art center, and we got such a runaround from the city. And you'd think if you were coming in an underserved neighborhood, they would welcome you, you know, like give you some at least guidance or get out of your way. But they fined us and made us get permits and zoning, and it just really was frustrating. So it cost about $15,000 to get all that stuff done. I only paid $30 for the building, and they added no value to my building. So I'm like, well, you can complain, which I'm really good at, or you can get involved. And I asked our representative at the time to help me with this permit issue downtown. I mean, he's a Democrat, the mayor's a Democrat, that's all. You know, but he said, I can't help you. And so I'm like, well, maybe I can do better than that. So this is just one of the examples of how we improve a neighborhood and have a really good story about a resident that was here. So if you want to go on Do Something Indy, I believe it's episode 40, might be 42, but hey, go check them all out. And it's the story of Kyle McIntosh. And he basically was a kid that was here 20 years ago, got arrested so many times for tagging buildings that they were going to either keep him in juvie or he had to move in with his mom down in Seymour. So he moved out and, you know, but he's turned his life around. And now as a tattoo artist down in Crothersville, when he heard about us opening up the art center, he was like super excited. Brought his kids up here to the grand opening. He said, man, this is great. I wish I had this when I was a kid. So we started talking, and we started talking about their graffiti and stuff. I said, hey, I'd probably get a permit for you to paint this same bridge you got arrested painting back in the day. And that's what we did. We got a permit, and about a month and a half ago, Kyle came up and put this Mars Hill monster on the side here. Super excited about it, and it's just a great story of redemption. So he comes back to his old neighborhood, doesn't forget where he came from, and is able to give back. And it's the Mars Hill Monster is actually Mickey and Bill's is a pizza place around the corner here that's been here forever. show to see the whole thing on how it evolved. But that's the cliff notes of it, and they actually have a pizza called the Mars Hill Monster. But the Mars Hill Monster is the culture, if the culture swallows you up. Because Kyle will talk about some of his friends that aren't here anymore because of the culture and how tough it was growing up here. So, but you know, drive through Mars Hill, come up Farnsworth, you can check it out yourself. I'm looking for somebody else to paint the other side. So it's open for dibs. If I got any graffiti artists or whatever that want to come out and do it, then that's great.
You feel like you get a lot of support here in the neighborhood?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean we do, because the art center and I mean the stuff that's, you know, we've improved property values about 3 times what they were. So yeah, we got some love, you know, from that. It's not just all us that have done that, but we are one of the catalysts to get people to start caring about their properties and having something to look forward to.
I look down the street here and it doesn't look any different than a lot of neighborhoods around Indianapolis that I've been in.
Well, it's getting there. But it was when we first, like, I bought this building for 30 grand, and I bought my house for 30,000, and that was you know, and they all needed fixed up, you know, both places. But then you have the house behind me. You could have bought that 5 years ago for 20 easily. They got it on the market now for 90. So you can see that, you know, the area's getting better. And when we first moved here, there was like 20 houses for sale at cheap prices. Now a house goes up for sale and it gets sold fairly quickly. Now that's generally what the real estate market is now, but for here, that's good. So anybody that wants to get out, they can get out. Yeah, you'll have your occasional
Altercation?
It's just, yeah, we have, there's 2 cultures here. There's like the people that are working class folks, and then there's basically a drug culture, you know, and they sort of stay, you know, we intermingle, and they sort of stay in their lane, and, you know, we stay in our lane. Every once in a while they'll come steal somebody's stuff, but for the most part, it's no different than other neighborhoods in that regard. Yeah, you'll see your occasional go-kart. Oh, here they come. So yeah, you'll see a go-kart, a four-wheeler. One day I saw 2 mopeds pulling each other. One was pulling the other one. So you'll see some interesting stuff here, but hey. Did you want to see inside the art center?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's roll.
I've seen video of it.
Yeah,
And it's kind of deceptive on video, you know. You know, it looks so much smaller than it is.
Yeah, if you look at just the front it is, but come on in. You can see what we have going on in here. So this is a reception area. And let's see if I got, this is Lisa's flower room. And then this is our little bird that Lisa rescued when we were remodeling our house. There was a bird nest. The birds were about 1 day old. And
He's hiding.
all of them died but the one, but this little piggy. So Lisa raised that by feeding it dog food and Pedialyte.
Have you ever considered peacocks?
No. And there's some of the art that one of our artists had done.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's Washington Street. And
Okay.
that was Jack Craig, and here's his little story about.
Yeah, I saw him on the video that you had done.
Yeah.
1956.
This is the famous picture that he did at Heron that we've used, and then we have some other art that has been made by friends of ours on here. This is Jordan painted this one for us for our wedding, and I think he gave it to us, and we turned it upside down because we liked it better that way. And then Lisa has another artist that painted some things, and then this is one from the Speedway art. So, and then we still have some of Jack's stuff up, and then this is Lisa's craft room and everything, and so this is where I sort of got it cleaned up a little bit.
That's what I meant.
No wedding flowers going today or anything?
They are coming tomorrow.
This is one of my projects when I was at Ball State, when I was in interior design, and we had to design the third floor restroom and put it on brown paper, and that's the plan. And then here's the some sections over here, and that was 1984 Ball State architecture class that I had to take, and so we had to do that, and that's the third floor of the bathroom. The bathroom of the library, third floor. So that's the elevation.
Did you draw this little guy here?
Oh yeah, and that's funny because we joke around because that looks like Spiro on my campaign. So we laugh. We're like, "Yeah, it's Spiro." And no idea that Spiro was going to.
He looks really sad about having to go to the bathroom, doesn't he? I mean, he needs some.
But a lot of people comment about that guy. And then here's your section of the wall and all that stuff. So I was really pleased when I actually build stuff like this. That hey, the drawing's not too far off. so that's our. And then I just had it in my portfolio, and Lisa got it out and framed it. This is a slab roller. You put the clay under there and then roll it out, and it flattens it, and you can make different things. These are tested, they test the glaze with these. So right now I'm doing some glaze because I make all of our own glaze out of all those ground up rocks over there, and then we put them in the buckets. Then here's the kilns that we fire stuff in. And then here's some examples of work here. Here's a mug, and this thing here, this is a famous Baconator. What you do there is you put the bacon on there, you put it in the microwave for whatever minutes, and it cooks, and all the grease goes to the bottom, and you just pour it out. It doesn't splatter anything. Amazing. Now, that's not an original design. Somebody told me that they did that they saw that on the internet and said, "Can you make this?" Oh, come on, I can make this, no problem. So we got some students work here. Oh, these are the tiles for my shower for my new house. I'm making a shower. That's not going to be the color, but so I got to make enough for the floor.
Making my own
tiles. It's not the most.
You gonna get in the tile business?
No, that's the most.
I'll put my order in.
Yeah, you can put it in, but it's gonna be a minute before that gets done.
Like my refrigerator at Lowe's.
Yeah, I can't make a refrigerator either, but. Yeah, here's actually a piece that I made when I went to Vincennes, 1982. This is a porcelain bowl. And my teacher that I had at Vincennes, Jim Gorman, man, he was awesome. I learned so much from that guy, and to be able to retain it for all these years, to be able to make my own glaze and some of the techniques. But we have 3 wheels over here. So we got Casey's teaching on Friday night. And I do have a Pinot and Pottery class coming up. I believe it's October 16th. And we have room for, I think, 4 or 6 people to do that. It's 2 weeks, 2-week class. You get to make something, and I can get you to make something the first night, more than likely. And if you can't, that's why we got a slab roller, so we can roll something out. But you come and make some, drink some wine. I got some of the Chateau de Marseille 2018 and 2019 wine that we'll break up for that, and that's made from the Concord grapes down there at my house. So it's pretty special stuff. I mean, this Concord grape wine is about the best you can get. Some more things. We did this stuff when we had the grand opening. Now this is some artwork from Kyle McIntosh.
I watched your video about him. It was pretty interesting stuff.
Yeah, so you can go see that live.
I showed it to my kid and I said, hey, stay out of trouble.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I'll tell you, Kyle, he got it turned around for sure. So this is where we have like community meetings. We've had weddings in here. We've had all sorts of stuff in here. People that, and we try to keep the cost down low enough so people can afford to do it. And then back there is masonry training. This is where we do training for, actually I got a guy starting tomorrow that's gonna cut some bricks and things. So this is the back room back here, so you can see we
You got a lot of space on this
stuff.
building. This is a pretty good deal for $30,000.
Well,
Did you have to put all this in?
yeah, we had to do all this. The roof span was 2x10s, 20 feet, and you can't do that, but you can do double. So we just doubled them up with new ones.
Okay.
So, and the reason they both look weathered is because the city red tagged me when I was fixing the roof, and we had to wait like a year before I could get a permit. It was no fast time. But that's pretty much the grand tour of things.
Where did I see you were online at a, were you at a university doing something? Or at a park, or where were you? You're building a grill or a...
Oh yeah, we're up in Carmel doing the Cotswold Gardens.
That's where it was,
That's
yes.
where we're staying, is between the 2 big bell towers up there.
Yep.
And it's $1 million grill, basically. So it's got a ton of brickwork and limestone, and that's what we're cutting. I'm cutting bricks here at the shop to take up there to lay, because there's these columns that have these little corners on them, and you have to cut 4 bricks per course. So we need 1,360 of these cuts. So instead of cutting them up there, I just bring the bricks back here, cut them where I got the big saw set up, and then take them there and they lay them. So yeah, we'll you can check out my Friday construction updates on my Facebook if you want to see what's going on up there, because I won't do one this Friday, but next Friday I'll probably have one, and you can see what we're building up there. It's pretty cool. Trying to do in Mars Hill. We're trying to build nice stuff. So, but that's the grand tour of things. And then this is glass block in front, and that's I built every one of those panels and put them in. So there's 12 per each panel and 6 panels per each window. And I got a pallet of glass block, which was 432 glass block, which is exactly what you need to do that project. The glass block is as good as good security, and it brings it in line.
So that's like the little mini mart, huh?
Yeah, that's the mini mart. And then the building next door, we have it too. and I have hopes to be able to put storefront in here, and then we're gonna like sell some novelty in here, either ice cream or something else. And then we have the free little library.
I saw you put that in recently.
Yeah, that was Ryan Wilson over in Emerson Heights neighborhood. He was bored during pandemic, and he built 5 of them. Now this specific one came from Wayne Township 4-H, but we did a show on his stuff, and so we still got the dirt bikes going again today.
I feel like I'm in a Mad Max movie sometimes out here.
You know what it is? The hair, everything's all there. So. And I'm usually the ringleader.
Here he goes. Sweet.
He's over there doing some donuts.
Is there a fire going on down there? Just a lot
That's
of
from
dust
him,
up
that's
from the.
him doing the donut. Now this is the house over here where we have the interracial couple, the Mexican and American. That the people
Who
across
hates
the
it?
street were giving them a bunch of problems, and they were painting on the house, and it was escalating. So we had a protest here.
I
We
saw
got some
a
Black
little
Lives
bit of-
Matter people down here, concerned citizens, and the concerned citizens, and we all just sort of had a protest over there. And I think they sort of got the message about it. So I said, hey, I went over and talked to them. I said, hey, if y'all are cool for a week, we'll have a party instead of a protest. But if you're not cool, we're going to come back next Friday and we're going to do this. So everybody was cool, and they're getting along. And I did put a camera up, though. That helped. That helped slow some things down. So yeah, we got a camera up there that's solar that runs all the time. And then so the next week we had a big party. We had Clay over here. We roasted like 10 briskets, and we had about 200 or 300 people come over, and we had we all had some food and everything, and it was all good. So yeah, we don't get a lot of love from the city, but a lot of it's because our people don't vote. There's only like 25% of the residents in here that vote. And when I go around trying to register them to vote, I don't vote. Well, the only thing we have between politicians and us is a vote. I mean, that really is. That's all that they really need. And if you don't vote, they don't come into the area. We need a big block of voting. And if you go to Garfield Park, most of those people vote. And you go a lot of other places, most of those people vote, and they get the attention. So, but yeah, I mean, you get this every once in a while.
I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna get the goddamn phone and break down again.
Yep, and that just sort of goes off. Oh, here we go. We're riding them. It may not start. Hold on.
His building? Talking to
Okay,
him?
it's all goddamn building up. It's got fucking, here, there's a board. That means it's fucking abandoned.
It's not abandoned.
Oh yeah, Dad, the one with you.
What do you think your chances are winning the election in November?
It's gonna be tough because I'm running as a Republican, although I'm not really an establishment Republican, so I'm not getting really any help from the Republicans, and this is a Democratic district. But I think I got a chance because, we're actually doing things. If I'm able to do this kind of thing in a neighborhood with no authority and no outside funding, just out of our own pockets and just out of our own desire to make a neighborhood better, then I'm thinking, well, what can I do for the neighborhoods besides Mars Hill, like Drexel Gardens, Fleming Gardens, the Hawthorns, all these neighborhoods around. Garfield Park, they're doing okay. And that seems to be where most of our representation comes from, is that area. So. I'd say there needs to be 3 activities in every neighborhood for kids to do. It doesn't matter what it is, but we need to have things for kids to do. Like I said, Garfield Park's got a park, they got other tennis court, they got things to do, and that neighborhood is in good shape. and they get the most representation. That's where our guy likes to hang out. If you'll see, in this neighborhood, he don't have very many signs. You go to Drexel Gardens, he don't have very many signs. You go to Fleming Gardens, not, you know, but you go over to Garfield Park and all the good areas, he's good there. And I don't blame those folks. I mean, he's done good for them. But what about us folks out here that are sort of, left out in the wind? And as I say, some of it's because we don't vote. Everybody's got to vote. So the politician goes where the votes are. And so that's what I would like to see some of our folks get registered. And we are registering people here, but a lot of them just don't want anything to do with it. They don't think their voice matters. And some of them think, well, I'll get jury duty, or I can't because I'm a felon or whatever, but that's all false. So that's what we look at, trying to get people involved and say, hey, it's not going to change unless we get involved. And that's why I got into the politics, because I think I can move this needle on how politics are done by this do something indie is my slogan. It's not say something indie. So it's like, I'll show you what I can do, and that's what I want to do at the State House with representation. I want to change it up to show me what you can do, not come and talk to me and tell me what you're going to do. So that's that's it in a nutshell, pretty much. And I just want a chance. I'm getting old. I don't have a whole lot of time to do this stuff with the energy I need to do it with. So I don't know, what's going to happen from here, but I'm willing to give it a try. So check out my stuff. Go to Do Something Indie. SchmitzHouse97.com is the website. I also have a Facebook page, John Schmitz, House of Representatives, District 97. That's a mouthful. Why couldn't I just run for dog catcher? It'd just be so easy to say John Schmitz for dog catcher. But that's what we got, and I look forward to giving it a try.